the Qatar Ministry of Foreign Affairs has summoned the Indian ambassador and handed him an official noting Qatar's total rejection and condemnation of the remarks of an official in the ruling party in India against Prophet Mohammad. So, and the Indian envoy has been summoned. The Qatar government has summoned the Indian ambassador, and the Qatar Foreign Ministry has stated that they condemn the remarks made by the BJP spokesperson against Prophet Mohammad. For more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Vishnu Shom for this. Vishnu, so this is an embarrassment clearly for the party, for the Indian envoy, especially at a time when Vice President Venkaiah Naidu is in Qatar on an official visit.
Well, Shonakshi, I would suggest that this is a very major international diplomatic incident now as far as India is concerned with regard to our relationship with many countries in the Arab world. Remember, the Vice President, as you mentioned, is now, Vice President Naidu is on an official visit to Qatar, and the decision of the government of Qatar to call in India's ambassador to complain about the remarks made by BJP spokespersons it comes at an embarrassing time. And what exactly has the government of India now done? The government of India has, in fact, the government of Qatar, I have said, I should just want to read out that statement because there's been a reaction from the government of India as well. The statement from the government of Qatar criticizing the remarks made by Nupur Sharma and by and another BJP spokesperson. In that, Naveen Kumar Jindal, they've said, the government of Qatar, noting that the state of Qatar is expecting a public apology and immediate condemnation of these remarks from the government of India, pointing out that allowing such Islamophobic remarks to continue without punishment constitutes a grave danger to the protection of human rights and may lead to further prejudice and marginalization, which will create a cycle of violence and hate. Now, almost instantly, the government of India has responded because it was a demand made by the Qatari government that the government of India should immediately move to condemn this. And what the government of India has now done is the Indian ambassador to Qatar has met their foreign office, and among other things, they have said the ambassador conveyed that the tweets do not in any manner reflect the views of the government of India. These are the views of fringe elements. Presumably by tweets, we are referring to tweets which talk about the remarks made by the BJP spokespersons who earlier today were removed from primary membership of the BJP. So, in a sense, both of these BJP spokespersons have gone from being official national spokespersons of the ruling party in India to becoming fringe elements, because the ambassador has conveyed to the Qatari government that the views that they had were the views of fringe elements. Now, obviously, India is moving very fast and in a lot of haste to deal with this for a couple of reasons. There are millions of Indian nationals who live and who work in the Middle East. They contribute very actively, not just to their country, but the returns which they bring back home in terms of foreign currency and savings and the like are very, very substantial. They assist several million more people back here in India. We have extremely close strategic and diplomatic relations with Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, among other neighbors in that area, and therefore it is essential that that relationship is absolutely maintained. There are also reports that the protests which have taken place as a result of these remarks made by these BJP spokespersons have offended many people in these countries. There are also reports that perhaps Indian goods in stores were being moved out. Some reports suggesting that there were concerns about certain Bollywood films as well. That part of it, films and food, we need to independently corroborate, though it's being reported quite a lot on social media. What we can say is that the government of India has acted with alacrity in removing two of their spokespersons for their fairly horrific remarks against the Prophet Mohammed. The government of Qatar has said that those remarks completely unacceptable. The government of India has responded to those remarks from the government of Qatar and has said that those remarks represent the views of the fringe. So that's, it's more than just Nupur Sharma and a BJP spokesperson. Shonakshi, I'll end in the way in which I began, by saying that this is a fairly major international diplomatic incident now.
All right, Vishnu, thank you very much for joining us with those details. For viewers just joining us at this moment, let's recap that breaking news coming in for you. The Qatar Ministry of Foreign Affairs has summoned the Indian ambassador and handed him an official noting Qatar's total rejection and condemnation of the remarks of an official in the ruling party in India against Prophet Mohammad. Qatar government has summoned the Indian ambassador, has condemned the remarks made by the BJP spokesperson against Prophet Mohammad. Qatar has expressed disappointment and total rejection and condemnation of these remarks made by the BJP spokespersons. Now, diplomatic move, a big diplomatic move coming in from the Qatar Foreign Ministry at a time when the Indian Vice President Venkaiah Naidu is in Qatar for that official visit.